So raise your hand if you ever heard about the story of Gideon. So Gideon was a servant of the Lord. He also was very skilled in fighting and tactics, right? So God came to him one day and said, hey, I'm gonna need you to lead the servants, lead your army into a place to conquer someone else, right? And Gideon, like some of us, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I get these big ideas and these big things that I want to do, the first thing that comes to me is doubt. First thing I'm like, oh, well, is this really what God is saying? Maybe I just was eating a bad burger or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just my stomach talking to me. So Gideon, he said, man, I don't know if this is really what God wants me to do. I'm gonna need a sign. So he put down a blanket, a shield, something on the ground. The ground was dry at this time, right? He left the blanket there. He said, God, if this is what you really want me to do, when I come back, this is going to be wet, right? So he left, went to sleep. He came back, it was wet. So he should go into battle, right? But we still sometimes don't believe. We still have doubt. So Gideon again said, Lord, listen, man, if you really was talking to me, could you show me again? He said, when I come back, if this is dry, I know it's time for me to go to battle. So he left, he came back. This time it was dry. He said, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go do what you want me to do, Lord. What's the first thing you need me to do with my army? What you want me to do with them? And God said, the first thing I need you to do is ask whoever's scared, stay at home. Now, at this point, he had about 30,000 people, which was still less than what he thought that he needed. And I don't want you to miss that. Sometimes we think we need a lot of stuff. Sometimes we think we need a whole bunch of people to believe in us, to tell us that we can do it. God said, you got too many people, man. You got people around you that they not bringing no value. They not in this. I need you to get rid of the people that's scared. He said, if you scared, stay home. Over 10,000 people said, you know what? This is not for me. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stay home. I'm not ready for this. Right there, boom, right off the bat. So think about that in your own life. If you're nervous, if you're scared, if this is not something that you're really willing to commit to, it's not gonna be easy. Winning a conference championship, and some of y'all have been there. Was it easy? No, it's not gonna be easy. So the people that thought it was easy, they was like, no, I'm out on this. God said, all right, next thing I need you to do, take them to a body of water. Take them to a lake. Take them to somewhere where they could drink this water. And I want you to let them drink the water. And some people went to the water and they put their whole face in the water. Wasn't aware of their surroundings. Didn't understand what was going on. God said, get rid of them. You don't need them. They're not ready for battle. They're not ready to go do nothing. They don't even know what's going on. X them off too. Now he's down to less people than he even thought that he would even see in his army. He's like, man, yo, this is getting crazy, Lord. What you doing to me, man? I don't know what's going on. You got me out here looking silly. You got me out here by myself. What you want me to do? Take the people that went to the water and they did like this. They cupped it in their hands and they drank it because they were aware of their surroundings. Self-awareness. I believe that water was the mirror. And some people were looking at themselves and say, you know what, I gotta get better in certain areas of my life. I got things that I gotta conquer in my own areas in my life. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to be locked in on what this matters to you. I don't want you to think about nobody else right now. Because sometimes, even like if you go to a church service, you ever been in a service and you've been like, man, whew, I know somebody that need to hear this. Whew, my mama should hear this message right here, or my dad need to hear this. I've been there, I'm like, oh, my wife should hear this one. And then God's like, no, this is for you. You need to hear this. You need to look in the mirror. You need to get better, right? So I want us to build this winner's mentality by looking in the mirror. Gideon went to war with less people than he thought that he needed and won the battle because he did things in order. He did things with structure. He did things with resilience. He did things that he didn't even know that he had inside of him. He didn't even believe that he could do them.